Then we could.
So it just means that at some point
It will fail.
we'll have to replace
everything.
Heater.
Well, if we're going to replace the furnace, then we replace both of them.
Okay.
If we have to replace the air conditioning, we replace both of them.
Okay.
And we don't fool around with it.
So it'll be working for a while.
Yeah, it might last a long time. It's been hanging in there for quite a long time already.
Yeah.
But if we lose refrigerant, you can't get that type of refrigerant anymore.
Well, yeah.
So then you've scrapped the air conditioner.
Yeah.
And if that's in the winter, that's fine. Come summer, it's time to replace it. And that might be the way to do it, is just put it on heat only at that point. And try to get through the next winter and then replace everything. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
That might be an idea.
Well, then we can kind of save our pennies
Well,
to some degree.
you know, I was going to replace it last year, but
Yeah.
all we needed was a new start capacitor on the squirrel cage. So we got a brand new blower motor for inside the house, brand new capacitor inside the house, brand new motor for the fan outside the house, and brand new start capacitor on the fan on the outside of the house. And the Freon's working fine, it's working fine, heats well, cools well, leave it alone, is what he recommended.
Well, if it's cooling that well, then the coolant should be fine.
The refrigerant's still good.
Yeah.
If he even touches it, he's afraid he's going to have a problem.
Well, yeah.
He said, as long as it's cooling, we're done.
And the days now where it's hard to get parts or anything.
Well, not only that, you can't get the Freon. That Freon's been banned by the government.
Yeah. Oh, that great thing.
Yeah. Yep. Worried about the ozone.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it ozone.
Well, I don't know if it's smart or not, but the other stuff doesn't work as good as this stuff does. It doesn't cool as good as this stuff does. But that's the way it is.
Doesn't have any CFCs
on the tan sedan, when his air conditioner failed, I had him redo it. They had to flush it out.
I remember that.
And put in the new coolant, and it didn't last. It lasted for a while.
Yeah, not as many CFCs and all that.
Yeah.
Which is probably a good thing in the long run. But
No, I'm not against it. I'm just saying it makes it more difficult when you're trying to do stuff.
Yeah.
I might have a funeral like at 1:30 or 2:45 or something.
Today?
Yeah, and maybe one tomorrow, maybe one Monday. But the VA officially canceled my go to Bismarck, and they'll try to get it with professional hearing services.
They should always still go to Bismarck.
Well, I might want to go to Hebron for a tattoo.
Well,
but,
Jen tells me the other day, it's like, I really want to go to Cracker Barrel.
we're not going to Bismarck.
Well,
And if we went to Hebron, we wouldn't have to go to Bismarck either.
yeah, we did.
We would cross the dam. Yeah, quicker.
Yeah. I tell her, you can order stuff off Cracker Barrel's website. It's not the same.
Well,
I know, it's cheaper.
200-mile drive without driving around.
Yeah. So she brought the same jacket I had, the 240.
Okay. Well, that'll be fine for her.
Yeah, I told her, well, it doesn't have USB-C on it. I have to use an adapter.
To charge her phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what I had to do, and I used it that one time we went. But, you know, there you go. It slow charges it, which is actually better for the battery.
Yeah.
Fine. I said the only one of the Jackeries, which is real surprising, the only Jackery that they put a USB Type-C quick charger on
It's the big one.
No, it's not. It's the 300 watt,
Which is 60 watts more than you got.
60 watt hour more. Yeah, but basically, yeah.
I'll just get the adapter.
It's really surprising that even their 1500, even their 2000 doesn't have a quick charge USB Type-C. It has USB Type-C, but not the quick charge power delivery one.
Would it plug into our current cell phones?
Yeah.
Without having to do anything extra?
The 300, yeah. Well, you can get an adapter that'll plug in.
The one you got now, the 250, would have plugged into
240.
Yeah.
If with an adapter cable from a USB, regular USB to Type-C, yes.
Okay. Do we have one of those?
I think I have a cable somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to buy one. They're pretty cheap for those. In fact, all USB cables are pretty cheap. New power station I'm getting. When the solar panels come back in stock, you can get a 200 watt solar panel for about 450 to 400 using a code, and that seems like a lot, but and it is. But I mean, the Jackery's ones though, the 100 watt solar panel is $300.
Yeah.
The 200 watt Jackery
This
ones
is not
are
a Jackery.
$600. No, it's not doing way more power. But,
well,
yeah.
you can't charge it at night, so if you had to deploy it, you
AC power, but
no, I mean you can't charge it off the moon.
no,
You need the sun. So you can take it outside and charge it.
yeah.
You know, so
Now there is a little bit of a difference in this because it's a larger capacity battery.
yeah.
It requires a minimum 36 volt.
Okay. That's why it needs 2 panels.
Well, no, you can get one panel will do the 36 volt or 32 volt. Whatever.
The other panel from the other one won't do this one?
The Jackery one won't.
Okay.
The Jackery 100 watt does not do that low volt or that high voltage for one panel.
We could charge it off
So-
the generator, we could charge it off.
And because they kind of use sort of proprietary cables, but they're like screw-in cables that don't come out easily.
Oh, okay.
Which is surprisingly, a lot of them do. A lot of them don't have that much.
Yeah.
So, well, whatever. So when I get money again, I'll look at 200 watt solar panel. Might be looking at 2 of them maybe. When I priced them out last night, 2 of them were about $900.
It's a lot of money.
But there might be some discount codes that that one guy I watched has for them. So yeah,
Well, we could mount them.
which is actually cheaper than the other one I was going to go with. The other station I was going to go with, which would have been $1,800, $2,000, depending on which site you looked at. Their solar panel for a 350 watt one was like $800. I was like, woohoo! I could get to, yeah. But I believe they give you, based on the other one I was watching is, they give you an AC wall adapter that's like 600 watt. So it'll charge 600 watts. Then you can also, if you had solar panels, you can solar panels, and you know you can charge through the solar panels and the wall. So then you can increase your amount of capacity going in. Maximum capacity in that thing is 1,300 watts.
Yeah.
That you can shove into the battery. Which, if you did, it would charge it in under 2 hours. Dead to full. I thought that was pretty good.
Yep.
I was telling you last time, I guess, the original goal with buying the Jackery solar panels, I was going to buy the 1,500 watt from Jackery. That's the original one I was going to do, but it would literally, for the amount I'm paying now, or I paid for my station now, it would have been $150 more for the 1,500 watt Jackery 3500 plus, and there was no expandability in buying like extra batteries or anything. You can't expand the capacity of the jackery. Unlike this one, where in September they're going to put out additional batteries to expand. This one's 2,000 watts to 8,000 watts.
No.
That's a lot. That's a pretty good capacity there. I don't know what the batteries are going to cost, but
well, I would think that we should probably just not get crazy about
no,
it.
I'm trying to stay. It's another one of these. If nothing happens, hey, we have something for Henry.
Well,
You know,
I used the small jackery. I used the small jackery to
well, yeah, but I mean,
to power some radios when we were doing testing.
I mean, the big generator is obviously going to win in price to watt.
You may, if you get in a situation where you can't get
gas, if gas is not available, or you're already using, yes, if gas would have been available and there would have been no issues, yes, it would have been a lot cheaper to buy another 3,500.
Well, the ideal thing would have been to put in a natural gas generator and power half the house, but that would cost a zillion dollars.
Yeah.
If I lived out on the farm, if I had lots of money, I would probably think about doing it. If you had natural gas out on the farm, you probably don't.
Well, if it had been like 20 years ago, like that one guy's flying S ranch had that like 25 kW.
Yeah.
That would have been some fun. There,
Had a big wind turbine too.
Yeah. Now, I asked on that thing about how wind turbines would work for that, and a lot of people said that it's very inefficient.
Okay. It does work at night though.
Yeah. There's weird theories on that stuff versus solar. Yeah, it's work at night, but
I wonder if anybody's here.
A couple of vehicles still there.
Oh yeah. Is Ralph still here? No, Ralph ain't. Idea that way all three of us can have something before we have to go play our different games here. So far we got a big wind, we got the air conditioner rocking, and everything else been working as well. Sure. So, catch up on a few funerals. He leaves, we'll lose he'll still be the district guy for the state of North Dakota, even though he's in Dakota Division, even though he's in Minnesota. But we'll see. Sign on it, Discovery Center.
All the cars are parked out front of the Legion are gone.
Yep. Yep. Now it's got to run home, get something to eat, change uniforms, get ready to be over here at 1:30 so we can do 2 funerals. So glad I called the air conditioning guy this morning.
They just have a free opening here.
He said, I got a little bit of time, I'll come over and fix it. Okay. Well, it should work better than it was with the motor season up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wonder if that's why it would come on, and for like the first minute it would start to cool, and then it'd start making noises.
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, lots of unpleasant noises.
Yeah.
Stuff around the Armory Auditorium. I heard the other day that voting would be both at the Armory Auditorium and the All Seeds Arena. All Seeds Arena is big. There should be plenty of walk-ins.
Mail the damn thing in.
They haven't offered that this year. About who's running and what the...
I already know who I'm voting for city council.
Huh?
I already know who I'm voting for city council.
Well, it ain't gonna be simple.
No, it's gonna be Janser.
Janser?
Janser, yeah.
What do you know about him?
Janser. I went to school with his son, and he seems like he's pretty good.
Okay.
Very knowledgeable about stuff. Level head.
Who else is running for re-election on the council?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That's just the only one I really know.
Okay.
Boy, more and more of my friends and others I'm finding out are getting divorced.
Well, you remember we told
it's
you?
It's crazy. It's like,
that's how it is?
Yeah. Well, I remember Rachel for Bismarck had her husband was cop.
Yeah.
Guess what? They're divorced.
Didn't work out so good. Yeah.
And they've been together
for a while.
Since like 2004.
Yep.
Up in divorce. I'm like, wow. A couple other people are talking about they're up in divorce. I'm like, really? You guys were
Attrition
really? Well,
yeah.
it's like it's almost like during the pandemic, everything that was
a lot of things got
if you were having
out.
any minor problems,
It
became major problems.
Yep.
And then they became catastrophic problems. It's just the way it seems like, because apparently it's not just that. It's like I'm seeing a lot of people have recently divorced. I'm like, wow.
Well, that's what Jen was saying too from the group.
I was just amazed because some of these people that I thought they were ideals, you know, and they're getting divorced. I mean,
well, I didn't see Jess get divorced either.
Well, yeah, that was a shocker too.
But we didn't know what was going on, so
she still hasn't added me to her Facebook yet. Like,
that's fine. Just do whatever she wants.
I'm still on Matt's page, and it's funny. Justin and Sean still comment on Matt's page on his stuff. So apparently he got a brand new studio for chiropractor thing. Yeah, and Fargo. So
take care of being.
I don't know why they got divorced.
I don't either.
But apparently, from what Mom was saying, it sounded like it happened like a couple months before Justin's wedding, which I just was shocked about.
Again, don't know anything.
I didn't even know till I put up that thing about their. I put up their wedding video. It was the anniversary of their wedding. I put it on Facebook, and within like 2 hours, Julie's like, "Take it off, take it off. They're divorced. Take it off, take it off." What?
Didn't know.
Didn't know last year even.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Because I was always they were saying that Matt was just late because he had to work. And apparently he had the kids that weekend.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Well, I heard he had the kids at the lake or something. Okay.
Yeah, it was their day or something. But
that's fine.
I had heard he was late because he had to work. That's what they were telling me.
Again, I don't know. It's not
okay.
We had a good time at the wedding. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I didn't suspect anything. I saw them both hanging out together, so either they hadn't told anybody or they were just trying to remain like buddy at a family function or something.
I don't know.
It's the way it looked like.
Yeah, don't know.
Because I remember even Joe talking to him.
Yeah.
Everybody seemed pretty good spirits. Like, man, it might have been that they didn't tell anybody.
Don't know. Don't know. Well, or on a trip.
Or on a trip or something, you know. Yeah, I can mix it in the house for 10 years and not do anything.
It's like a flashlight you don't use, you know. Or that jack that you never use, but you're glad you got it in case you need it.
Yeah, the other generator we haven't really used much of.
I had, you mean the yellow one? We've
No,
used,
no,
we've
not
used
that one. I'm
for
talking about the 3500.
Well, I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah.
I plan on running it this summer.
Yeah.
I just have a bunch of other things I'm trying to run at the moment.